All right. Hi, Karen. So this is what I kind of came up with based on our conversation, and let me know if this is what you are hoping it looks like. So I set up in my peer tutor gradebook, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, I set up the ability to put credit and no credit, and then the grade is always going to show up as in progress. Obviously, we could change that to be whatever you guys want it to be. I don't know how to turn the percentage off here, so it's still going to calculate a percentage, but it's not going to drop an A or a B or whatever next to it, or a credit or a no credit. It's just going to always stay in progress. So I'm happy to make a screencast of that. Basically, all I had to do was make for my class codes. So I made a fourth quarter peer tutor gradebook, and then I used the custom codes. And I took this just from the document that you guys set up. Basically, they get 100% or they get no credit. So again, you can still use your points. You can still use your categories from before. You just have to put it with the credit, no credit, and then you in the this is what I was talking about before we had a problem. I made the grading scale, and so I made one called COVID grade. Probably don't want to call it that. I don't know what you guys want to call it, but basically when you look at this, it just has one grade, which is in progress, and then the floor is 0. So you'll always have an in progress. There's nowhere to get it anywhere else, and that can then just be shifted down the road. So if down the road we wanted to adjust it to a traditional grading, you could just adjust it to here, and you would have to re-enter anything. You could make it back to the default, whatever we want it to be. So this in progress gets around the issue I was having before of where do you have the credit, no credit. Now, again, like we'll still have to figure that out down the road. Is there a percentage? How does it look to actually turn into a grade? Because while they're not going to see it, right, it'll always say in progress. Eventually, like this 80% or whatever it would be, has to get translated into a credit or no credit. And I don't know how you guys want to do that. Like we had said, is it all of them? Is it 70%? Like at some point, I don't know. Still don't know how these scores turn into a final score for the fourth quarter. But at least this gets us entering grades, and it doesn't have a grade attached to that component. They'll also still be able to see their progress report. So if they click on their progress report, it'll still show up with like the zeros, which are basically the no credits. So they can still kind of see those pieces as they go through it. Anyway, I hope that's kind of what you guys are looking for. If I think of a better answer, I'll get back to you. But I think this kind of gets at the point of we can set up a standalone fourth quarter grade book where it's just credit, no credit, and then there will be no grade attached to it. But that won't, again, resolve the end result piece of how the final thing that goes for the semester goes in there. But I guess we have plenty of time to kind of sort that out. All right, I'm going to send you this video, and then I'll touch in tomorrow and let me know how you want me to move forward. All right, bye.